Trigonometric function chapter. It is written here y equals to a sine bx plus c, where name of a is amplitude and b is here fx period. Actually period we can find out 360 divided by the coefficient of x, it is b written. If we divide, then we would get the period. Actually the definition of the period is where this sine curve completed it one cycle. This is called the period, and that c is called the vertical translation. I means vertical movement, either it goes up or goes down. If positive value, then goes up. If negative value, then it goes down. Same way we can explain why written y equals to a cos bx plus c, where a stands for the amplitude again, and the b is actually, we can, by using the b we can find out the period, which is 360 divided by b, and the last one is a vertical translation. Only the difference in the tan curve a tan x plus bx plus c. This is the tan graph. We need to know there is no amplitude for a tangent function stretches the graph. It actually showing the stretches part. This is not the value of the amplitude. And b is again fx period, which difference is 180 divided by d. 180 divided by b is called the period, whereas for sine and cos graph 360 divided by b. This is the main difference between the sine and tan graph there is no amplitude, but sine and cos there is amplitude, but vertical translation part is same. Plus c is given there. Let me jump to the exercise directly. Is 9.4. This is the exercise I am going to explain in front of you. It's from the Cambridge Admath book, solving. So the first question, it is written here, the following functions are defined by 0 to 360 degree, and they're asking to find out the amplitude, period, and the coordinates of the maximum and minimum point. That is the question. So let me go for question number 1. 1 is written here y fx equals to something, say 7 cos x, and from here you can find out amplitude, which is written in front of the cos x, that is called the 7. And period we can find out easily because its coefficient of x is 1 given, so 360 divided by 1, and 1 come from actually from here, coefficient of x, it is 1. So this is the period. It means that we need to complete one cycle by 360 degree. But if it is written there 7 in front of it, then definitely its maximum is 7 and minimum is -7. But where it occurred, we know the basic of the cos graph. We need to know basic of the cos graph looks like that. So that type of shape is basic of the cos graph, and it goes like this. Maximum is 1, the minimum is -1. In that case, it's actually maximum started at the point 0 and minimum started at the point 180 degree. So we can write its maximum point is minimum point is 0, and its coordinate of y value is 7 because its amplitude is 7 given. So second maximum point is, sorry, it's not a minimum point, this is a maximum point. I have done wrong here. This is the maximum point. 0.7 is one maximum, and another maximum is 362.7. This is another maximum point. And for the minimum point, we have got only the one minimum point, which is 180 degree, middle of this curve, and its minimum is -7. You can write. Hope it's clear. And now we are going to go for the sketch of each function. Let me draw it. If I draw it, this one, so it actually having with the 7 and minimum point is -7. Let me draw it, then it looks like that. Hope you understood. This one is 360 degree because it completed cycle in 360, and this one is 180 degree. This point is 90 degree. This is the point 0 degree, and its maximum is 7 and minimum is -7. So this is the complete sketch of this cosine graph. Let's move to the question number 3 now. There is the same function is given fx equals to 2 cos 3x for question number 3. So we can write the amplitude as a 2. Amplitude we can write as a 2 because in front of the cos it is written here 2, and period is definitely 360 divided by 3. Periodic is 360 divided by 3. Why? Because we know we have to divide by 360 and it is written here 3, that's why we need to divide. So it gives us 120. It means that we need to draw 3 cycle. Actually, I would suggest you better first go for the sketch of the graph each of the function, then easily you can find out the maximum minimum point. Let me draw it. So I'm going to draw it here. So we need to draw here 3 cycle. Let's draw first margin the point of the maximum point, then let me draw the minimum point as well. Okay, and we need to draw 3 cycle. One cycle is here, second cycle say here, third cycle is here. Each cycle it completed with 120 degree. Now we are going to draw it. Its minimum point hit at this point, maximum point is here, minimum point is here, maximum again that point, minimum is here and maximum is there. So let me draw it with the different color. Let me use the red color here, and it looks like that. It is the first cycle in 120, second cycle it completed in 120, this is the third cycle it completed 120 degrees. So we can write here 120 up in 360 it makes 3 cycle. Sorry, this is not 360, that is the 240 degree, and third one is 360 degree. 3 cycle completed 3 cycles. So this is the first cycle from here to there, this is the second cycle, that is the third cycle, because it's we have drawn the cos graph and its amplitude 2 is written here. So the maximum value is 2 and its minimum value is -2. So now from the first cycle you can find out the maximum, minimum and all other point. Say middle of 120 which is 60 degree, it occurs the max minimum point with 60 degree, and middle of these 2 points it intersected the point which is 30 degree, and it started from 0 and after 60 actually the point lies, this is middle of the 60 and 120 which is 90 degree. So now easily we can write the maximum minimum point. So from here 120 the minimum point is there. So what is the minimum point? This is middle of this 120 and 240, which you can write 120 plus 240 which is 360 divided by 2, and we got from here 180 degree. The next one 180, and it makes the difference is 120 degree. The next one is definitely 300 degree. So now we can write our maximum and minimum point coordinate. Let me write the maximum coordinate. Here there are 1 2 3 4 points stands for the maximum. Say the first point is 0 degree and its y value is 2, and second point is 120 degree and its y value is 2. All y values are same, maximum is 2 here. The next point is 240 degree and its y value is 2. This is the third coordinate. Last coordinate is it intersected the 360 degree, its coordinate of 2. This is the maximum point. Let we consider the minimum point. There are 3 minimum point we got from here. One is 60 degree and its minimum is -2. This is the first coordinate for the minimum. I marked with the blue color. Second coordinate, third coordinate of the minimum point. Second coordinate you can write here 180 degree and its minimum is -2, and another one 360 degree and its minimum point is -2 as well. So this is the total of the sketch and maximum point, minimum point, amplitude and the period. Present this cos graph to cos 3x in a graphing software. I prepared for you one graphic software. You can move directly to here, and the software actually URL is desmos.com, desmos.com. So just you need to log in with yourself with your Gmail account or any email account, then you can use easily. I have wrote the on the left side the equation is written there. See, it's the equation which I have wrote. If you give the Google search you would also get the same thing. This is the total interface of the that calculator option. So I wrote here 2 cos 3x, and from 0 to 360 see there are 3 cycle. One cycle with having with the maximum point see it is written here 0 2. Then second maximum is here, which is 122, and third maximum 242, and fourth maximum, which is this is the fourth maximum point, and the minimum point, that is the having with the minimum point, which is 60 degree. Then second minimum is 180 degree, and third minimum is, we can point out, which is 300 degree. So instead of 2, if I write here just say 4, see the amplitude becomes, without anything means amplitude is 1. If I write there say 4, amplitude becomes, goes to, from the 0 it stretches to the 4. If I write there amplitude is 6, say 5, then it stretches to the part 5. So hope you'd understand how it is working. 5 vertically it goes to the 5, from 0 to 5. Okay, and see, rather than changing this, I'm keeping this one as a 2. Rather than doing this, I'm going to change the b value from here. Say it is written here 3x. If I give here 2, it means that there are 2 cycle upon 360 degree, from 0 to 181 cycle, then 180 to 360 another cycle. If I change it to the 3, then see how many cycles are there. 1 2 3 cycles are there, completed the cycle. So once the first cycle is completed here, second cycle is completed here, and third cycle is in that place, because it started from here, and same point again started from 120 and 2, repeating the things. That one is called the cycle. And if I change and put here 4, then see 4 cycles are there. 360 divided by 4, 90 degree, it completed one cycle. Hope it is clear. If I write here 5, see 5 cycle are there, it completed it one cycle. In this angle, let me see the angle is what, which is 72 degree, completed, because 360 divided by 5 is 72. That's why it completed one cycle is here. So there are 5 cycle. Easily you can find out the maximum point, minimum point from here, how it works. Hope you understood this question. This is the cos graph. So let we now move to the sine curve. I have planned to show you the sine curve. This is the exercise we are doing. Let me move to the sine curve for question number 2. To the first question is amplitude, so you can write amplitude. Let me write shortly amplitude, which is what the value it is written in front of it, it is 2. Then go for the period. Second question is period, period. Period is here 360 divided by 2. This is the rule. This is the b value is 2 here. So 180 degree period. It means that we have to finish our cycle in 120 degree. Let's move to the sketch now. It is easier. Sine sketches looks like that. One cycle and second cycle. Let me finish it. Sketch is like this, the first cycle, and this is the second cycle. It ended with the peak point is 2, and its minimum peak is -2, and this is the, it comes to one cycle is 180 degree, then the second cycle it is completed 360 degree. So easily now we can find out the maximum, minimum, and other things. Maximum, this is the maximum point, that is the maximum point, 2 maximum point and 2 minimum point having here. So let me find the maximum point. 0 to 180, half of the value is 90 degree, and middle of the 90 is definitely 45 degree. Then the next maximum point is here, which actually from that point its difference is 45 degrees. So 180 plus 45, we can write here 225 degree. This two gives us the maximum point. So maximum coordinate that we write first, maximum point or maximum coordinate you can write, which is 45, and its y value is 2, and another maximum is 225, and its maximum value is 2. And let we now move to the minimum point. Minimum is between 90 to 180. This is the one minimum point, so we can add and divide it by 2 to get the minimum point. And this is the last one, is it ended at the point say 180 and 360, and the middle point is 200, 270. Middle point is 270, and it moves to the 45 degree each. So from 90 to, if I go to the middle of this, 90 plus 45, which is 135, we can say, and the another minimum point is here, which is 270 plus 45, which is 315 degree. So this is the point 315 degree. So for minimum coordinate we can write, one is 135, and its minimum point is -2, and another one which is 315 degree and its negative minimum point is -2. So this is the total working of this question. Let you use a graphing software to show and check our answer is okay or not. And here the curve equation is written here, 2 sine twice x. So easily we can move here to show. This is our graphing software. We have shown previously about the cos graph. So now we are going to draw the sine graph, and it is, what is the value? 2 sine twice x. This is 2 sine twice x. So let you write here 2 sine, that value is called sine. This is a sine curve, and then let you write this 2 sine twice x. See, it's completed 2 cycle. One cycle is 180 degree, another one cycle is 360 degree, and it started from the point 0 0. And its maximum point we already have wrote. This is the maximum point which is 45 degree 2, and another maximum point which is 225, 2, and this is the minimum point which is 135 -2. Another one we got 315 -2. So this is the total working of this sine curve. Like cos, we also can change this value of amplitude, which if I write there 3, it means it stretches to till 3. If I give here 4, it stretches to till 4. If I give here say 5, then it stretches to till 5. This is the total working. So if I keep here 5, and if I change here say 3x, it means that it completed 3 cycle in 360 degrees. See, one cycle is upon 120 degrees, second cycle is 240 degrees, third cycle is 360 degrees. This is, we are using the Desmos calculator. Just give a Google search in your browser, you would get it. Just make, without signing up, you also can draw this one. Best way to sign up with yourself with your Gmail account or any other email address, then you can log in and you can draw that type of graph. And see, we also can write here say 4x, it means there are 4 cycle upon 360 degree. If I write there say 5x, 5 cycle. If I write there 6, means there are 6 cycles are there. So one cycle it completed here, see, upon 60 degree, because 360 divided by 6 is 60 degree. So even if I write here 7, say it completed its cycle upon 7 cycles are there. If I write there 8 cycles are there. So see, it's the 45 degree it completed one cycle, and second cycle it completed it to 90 degree and 0. 45 comes from, if we divide 360 divided by 8, then we get the 45, and its amplitude is from here, from 0 to 5 is its amplitude. Hope guys, the way we have shown this one you understood. That is the total basic of this question. You are welcome to see rest of the portion in next videos as well. Thanks for watching.